Do you already know what creators you already want to work with, and you're like, I don't want to go through this entire system. I just want to send them an offer directly. I already have their email, I already have their info. I just need to get them an official campaign brief over and agreement over fast and quick. Not a problem. Let's get into how to send a custom offer through Jem Social. And if you are on the mobile device, you can still follow the same steps because we have the same options and features on the mobile app. So make sure you download the app so that way you have it accessible to you no matter where you're at, right? Because you might be at your next networking event or one of your brand events and realize creators are ready to work with you. Send over the offer and let's get going, right? So I already have this pulled up. So what I did, I hovered over to send custom offer and click that, and this modal will pop up. The first thing you need to do is figure out if this is going to be a gifted collaboration, gifted an affiliate, paid collaboration, or maybe you guys just have your own custom flexible terms and custom arrangement that you can fill in there. Essentially, look at this as not just an offer, but the scope of work that's going to be sent and agreed upon between you and the creator. So for the sake of the conversation, I am just going to put paid collaboration because I hope that these creators are getting paid. You'll put the influencer name. So in my case, I'm just going to put my name, Bree Fleming. So you guys are hiring me today. And I'm just going to put my old DJ email here. So that way, if you guys want to spam it or something, and I'm going to proceed. All right. So influencer name and the email. Awesome. Now, if they're already in our database, some more info will pop up, but no matter what, you can continue with creating this offer. So let's say that, you know, the brand wants to pay me $500 for 2 Instagram reels. You put that payment amount in, you will add in the deliverables. So y'all want 2 Instagram reels will pull up. And you know what? Maybe 1 TikTok video. Let's just throw that in there. I've done that in the past. So those terms are up to you. Now, if you already know what the terms are, this should be super easy to knock out, right? Now, getting down to campaign objectives, this is for you because you do want to know, why are you hiring this creator? What is the point? Are you trying to build community? Are you just getting some UGC? Is this for a product launch? Is this for brand awareness? Do you want sales and conversions? Because I'm going to stop right there. If you want sales and conversions, you need to make sure that you're sending out a tracking link as well. Or, you know, whether that be to the affiliate link, that could be to a regular link, just to keep track. But we can generate links for you guys directly through our platform. So you can generate some kind of Jem Social tracking link for those affiliate links. We do that with our affiliates. You can also just do it to your homepage, but you can track the creators directly through the platform, so you can see what kind of conversions they're bringing to you guys. So I would take advantage of that. In this particular case, let's just act like it's brand awareness. And then when do you want the creator to accept the collaboration by? If you already have a relationship with this creator, maybe you're like, hey, look, man, I gotta get this in tomorrow so we can get this campaign going. Maybe it's pretty open. You're like, hey, just review it and get back to me by Monday. That's fine. Gives me the weekend to look at, at this with a clear eye. So that's just with the collaboration. But when do you want the deliverables due? Now, this is very important. Our system already pushes it out about 10 to 11 days because we believe creators need to have some time in between. They need to review the campaign brief. They need to take time to edit. Sometimes they have to drive to the location to shoot, and that can be tough. And if that's the case, you need to give them maybe 3 weeks because they might need a week to go to the location, shoot the content, edit the content, and get it live. So just keep that in mind. You should be able to have a good cadence on how often it takes for creators to get to your place, experience the perks, right? Shoot the content and edit it. But if it's something like, maybe it's like a tool like Jem Social where we just need people to create content about the app, that's different. We do expect within like 10 to 14 days since the agreement went out, right? Because you don't need to physically go anywhere, right? And we provide enough examples in our campaign brief to ensure that the creators know what to do and that they can shoot some talking head videos directly in their room, living room, etc. So make sure that it's clear when you want this to be delivered. So I'm going to put the 30th for here. This is where you can send a personalized message. We already have some excited pre-filled messages, calm ones, FOMO, direct. But at the end of the day, you want to personalize this. Even if you know the person, get them excited and put some inspiration links. This is a game changer. If you put inspiration links for what you're looking for creators to do in this campaign, the more the merrier, but not too much, not too much. 3 is perfect. 3 is perfect, right? And make sure that they actually have something in common, because if you're sending 3 inspo links and they're completely different from each other, there's not a good baseline on, okay, well, what are they really looking for? Or are these 3 examples that you're fine with whatever I choose? Because I'm the same way. If you want a talking head, video, then put a good talking head video option. If you want something that's more lifestyle, day in the life, then put a good option. But make sure, tell them what to do. Tell them what typically works, what's performing. And if you don't know what works right now, then for now, look at what competitors are doing and what has gotten the most engagements. Do your research. This is marketing. So put these inspiration links here. Campaign brief. You can do one of two things, right? You can either create a campaign brief directly through our platform, go through these different pages and get a solid campaign brief and save it for future creators as well, right? Or maybe you already have one and you can just upload it with ease. And if you don't have one and you don't want to go through either steps, then feel free to use Claude or ChatGPT to generate a solid campaign brief. But don't let it just do all the work. Make sure you put it in the right prompts to ensure that this makes sense. And you can include the inspiration links in there as well. You know, what I would do is I would say, hey, Claude or Chat, you know, act like a campaign strategist for our influencer marketing campaign. I am looking for a campaign brief to be developed for X brand name, you know, with the purpose of, you know, X whatever. So maybe it's for brand awareness, maybe it's for conversions, etc. I'm working with this creator and I noticed that our competitor had outstanding content, you know, with these pieces of content. Please create a campaign brief so we can have a winning campaign. You know, that is a pretty good start for a prompt in ChatGPT or Claude or any of the rest of them. Then you're going to want to actually save the campaign brief, save it as a PDF and upload it. Free game. But you could just fill this out on our system and it'll store it forever and you can use it for whatever relevant campaign you have. Once you're done, you'll just click continue to review. I don't have too much in here, but so I won't be able to go to the next step. Oh, I was able to go to the next step. There you go. You'll be able to review, you know, the offer, and then you can send out the email and it's going to go directly to their email. So the question is, you already probably know at least 5 to 10 creators right now that are ready to promote your brand and you're just asleep. So take the time to send them an offer. You know, this is native in our platform and get to work. I would love to see the next 5-10 campaigns. So that way we can see how people are talking about your brand. And what's more important after is, what do the results look like? This tutorial showed you guys how to send over an offer, but how can you actually see who's winning and what creators are getting you the most conversions? We'll cover that in the next episode.